or something, but like making somebody wait multiple days for an answer to a question is ridiculous. All right, let's run it. It's recording, fuck. GCMMA boys coming to you this week with our Evloev versus Murphy breakdown. And there are a couple guys on this card that we really need to come through to save us.
And we need it bad.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Boys, I don't really know how else to put this, but we try and clean up our act for a month, and we get 15 views, 16 views. We post a 9-minute video of us drinking in the video,
And apparently cashes.
But we also missed a bunch of them, and we get like 80 views. It's like, boys, do we need to run it before every video, or like, are we supposed to be more serious? Like, that's just my question.
We're
like,
just gonna keep being real at this point.
Yeah, sometimes it's on that, sometimes it's not.
Yeah,
but
sometimes we feel like getting hammered and running a video, and other times let's try to tone it down for this video.
do a little bit of research.
Just a little bit of research.
I'm like editing graphics of the fighters in and shit, and then no one's even seen it. You do some 9-minute video, post it, no description, no tags, not even a thumbnail, and it's getting a bunch of shit.
Well, I'll tell you this. I think I know why I got some views. A parlay we gave out in the video cashed.
We're rebranding as the GCMMA Safe Parlay. So we'll tell you what the safe parlay is this week. We can keep track of these and see what the record is, but
we're really gonna need it, dude. We need it for our balance on the sportsbook, boys. Or else things are gonna get very fucked and we're gonna be very pissed. Okay, let's get on the card. Dude, the first 2 fights are women's fights, bro. You don't need to be watching this till like 7 o'clock.
If you had a rough night on Friday, you get an extra hour of sleep.
Yeah, just sleep in for that, eh? But first fight on the card, Shamrock versus Abdul.
Big St. Patty's guy, eh?
Versus Abdul Karim Al-Swati. The guy, okay. Al-Swati got KO'd by Loic Razapov. Give me Slim Rock.
Shamrock? Who the fuck is Slim Rock?
Give me fucking Shamrock. I'm not on Al-Salati, the pride of Palestine.
He reminds me of like Muhammad Yahya.
Yeah.
A little bit, bro.
I mean, dude. He beat George Hardwick via decision.
Not even Harry Hardwick. George Hardwick.
Give me Shamrock.
Yeah. I mean, boys, like, the thing you have to keep in mind for a lot of these types of cards where it's like in the country, a lot of these matchups are made to favor.
Yeah.
We're not saying all of them are going to win, but like there's a reason they're giving this guy.
Am I putting money on this guy?
Hell no.
Hell no. But I'm picking him for the pick's sake, dude. He's a dog. Okay. Moving on. Louis Sutherland versus Brandon Parachik.
What's that
the
guy?
Balkan Bear.
Versus Louis what? Sutherland?
That guy.
No, what's his nickname? Louis Sutherland.
The Vanilla Gorilla.
Shay Sherman ass. Come on, bro. Can we just seriously fuck off with the Vanilla Gorilla? Like the...
Yeah, just give me the Balkan Bear. Not really on Louis Sutherland. He got...
That guy was getting a little bit of hype going in there.
Yeah, going into the Walter Walker fight, and we said that we had Walter Walker.
Yeah.
We were not on him, and I'm not on him again for the same reasons as the last video, bro.
I really don't even know who the other guy is.
Speaking of somebody I'm not on, but bro.
Okay. His odds are locked on Wager House.
I don't even know who that fucking guy is.
Next fight, boys.
All right, boys. Antonio Tricoli versus Montas Kondrativicius.
The guy's odds are locked on Wager House, bro.
I don't really know who this Montas Kondrativicius,
but I know exactly who Antonio Tricoli is.
And that is some guy we are fading. I don't give a fuck who he's fighting. He sucks. And I'm tired of that. He was getting hyped because he dated fucking Mackenzie Dern.
What's another fighter that you can say the same about, bro? Jose Medina?
Yeah, and Gilbert Urbina.
And Herbert Burns. Okay, we're getting off track.
Yeah, but not on Tricoli. Submitted by Mansour Abdul Malik 3 months ago. Year and 4 months ago, submitted Trayshawn Gore.
Who did he beat?
KO'd by Shara Bullet. He beat some guy in the Brazilian fighting series.
Welcome to the big show, eh?
35.
Bro.
Anyways, I'm picking the fucking guy from Lithuania who knocked out Danny Barbier on the Contender Series.
I would probably take Daniel Barbier to knock out.
This guy's getting finishes on the regional scene.
He's sort of straight.
And he got submitted by Virgil Ogden. But still.
Move on. Just
I got Tricoli getting fucked up. Next up, Mario Pinto versus Felipe Franco.
His odds are also locked on the sports book, boys.
Don't know who Felipe Franco is.
Like, bro, okay, it was a little rough against Austin Lane. Like, he was taken down in the first round, held there a little bit, but he came back and knocked him out. Maybe he was just nervous. Then he actually finished Janata Denise, which I feel like running that, and like that's a pretty good win. So I can trust him over this fucking guy.
He has way better wins than this guy. Not saying this guy is shitty. He's 10-1, but just Mario Pinto's fought the better guys, and he has finishing potential. So yeah, I'm gonna lay the chalk with him, eh? Moving on, we got Nathaniel Wood versus Losine Keita.
I'm not sold on this guy, bro.
I'm picking Nathaniel Wood.
Jose
Delgado is raw, and he kept it close, and he won the fight, but I don't think he really did.
Go through Nathaniel Wood's record, bro, because I was looking at this the other day. He click on his profile, go through
he's not bad, bro. He should not be a dog
because he has not necessarily fought top 5 guys, but he's been fighting solid guys. Go through his shit.
Yeah, I'm about to go from the bottom. All right.
Josh Kulabau.
John Castaneda, unanimous decision. Lost to Casey Kenny.
Got kind of fucked.
Kind of fucked. But beat Charles Rosa. Beat Charles Jourdain.
Decent.
Beat Andre Fili.
Decent.
Lost to Muhammad Naimov, but if I remember correctly, he was cheating like a motherfucker. Yeah. That's some other grappling, not on it. Beat Daniel Pineda, beat Morgan Charre, beat Jose Delgado.
I just feel like this guy has experience with guys in the UFC, and this
This guy has not fought anybody UFC level, bro.
When I've been watching his highlights, he's just going in and knocking guys out, but it's who even are those guys, dude?
It just seems like a trap line.
How many times have we faded the people who've come in?
I agree 100%. I'm on Nathaniel Wood. I'm honestly down to bet him, but it seems like a trap. Because why is he
such a dog? Yeah.
Isn't this correct? I don't know, bro.
It is, bro. He's plus 195.
Plus 195? He's almost a
Do they know something we don't?
It might be on that,
He
bro.
got in a car accident or something.
It might be on that. But moving on, boys. Mason Jones versus Axel Sola. That's the guy who KO'd Reese McKee. Give me Mason Jones. KOing Reese McKee. It's not the most impressive thing in the world, but Mason Jones he KO'd Bellagio. I know Bellagio just got KO'd last fight, but like,
Mason Jones did it first.
Mason Jones cracked his chin first, and Bellagio, I know he just lost, but he's not the shittiest fighter in the world. He gets chinny, and he's kind of fucked for that, but he's definitely a skillful fighter, and I just don't really rate a knockout over Reese McKee as highly as I do as a knockout over Bellagio and a win over Jeremy Stevens. But that was a good ass fight. Like, he was running shit.
I will personally take Axel Sola in this fight. I just feel like Mason Jones has gotten tagged a lot in his last few fights. Like, he got dropped against Oki, I think. He was getting dropped by Jeremy Stevens, I think. And this guy,
yeah, those were wars.
Sure, is going to be losing power, but some of these French guys are good strikers, and he might be able to touch up Mason Jones like he's got touched up by guys before. So I'm just going to take him. It's near even money. Anything can happen, but that's what I'm going with.
But also, you got to remember, Mason Jones fighting at home, Welsh chins. Those chins you typically hold up, eh?
Except if you're Oban Elliott.
He's a fraud. Moving on. Curtis Campbell, the Pink Panther, versus Danny Silva. Split decision, Lucas Almeida. Josh Kulabel, split decision. Oh my god.
Versus an English prospect.
Uh,
Who ran it on the Contender Series.
Give me the British guy at home. Danny Silva.
He kept it close with
Vallejos.
Kevin Vallejos.
But
like, he's also kept it close with a
a
couple
lot of
other
shitty guys
Yeah.
that I feel like are probably on the same level.
I just felt like Vallejos kept that close because he was being more hesitant. It's not because Silva was like raw and running anything. Like, I like
Old Curtis Campbell.
I like Curtis Campbell in this.
Yeah, there's a reason he's favored too. Like, this guy must be bullshit, but that was the first fight of the main card. The second fight of the main card is Roman Dolidze versus Christian Leroy Duncan.
And this is one of the two fighters that we need bad, boys.
And we need him bad on the GCMMA parlay, boys.
We have Christian Leroy Duncan. He's a massive favorite at this point against Roman Dolidze. And I know Roman Dolidze has like a good amount of wins inside of the UFC, but I just think that, like, dude, he got his ass beat by Fluffy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that CLD has necessarily like the same game as Fluffy, but he is a very good striker, which sure, maybe he could get taken down. But Roman Dolidze's not really ragdolling a bunch of people. Like,
unless you're Kevin Holland.
Or Anthony Smith.
Yeah. Anthony Smith, shitty. Kevin Holland, rogue, no ground game, hasn't developed a ground game his entire time. Rib injury. I forgot about that shit. We were like, oh.
Yeah, so I mean, I trust CLD, bro. He's been looking better and better in each of his fights. Like,
ever since the loss to Obama, dude.
I forgot that he even ran it with Marco Tullio. Like,
and he knocked him out.
I thought his last fight was the Eric Anders, and I remembered he knocked out Tullio.
Marco Tullio was raw at the end. Like,
yeah, I could see him taking Dolidze out. I just hope he doesn't get out grappled, dude.
You can't be on that. Hometown, though, dude.
This is the second of two
and
guys.
And we absolutely need this fucking thing bad, boys, or we are screwed. We need this bad. Next fight, Iwo Baranowski versus Austin Lane. We are obviously fading Austin Lane. And that's why we were comfortable putting this guy in the safe parlay. I know he debuted and KO'd an Ebo Oslan in a crazy first round fight. Like, both of them were throwing everything they got, cracking each other's chins. But Iwo Baranuski proved that he had more dog than Ebo Oslan. He had the better chin. And I just feel like this guy can tank a lot of fucking shots. And he can also put out a lot of damage. And Austin Lane just is notorious for getting knocked out and fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, not even just the Ibo Aslan fight, like
knocked out by Justin Taffa, bro, and this guy can't do it.
Yeah, like not even just the Ibo Aslan fight, like his Contender Series fight, he came in as a big dog and knocked the guy out soon. So this guy has power, and that is a perfect counter to Austin Lane.
Yeah. Really need this guy to come through, boys. If not, you will probably be hearing from us after that. All right, next up, boys. MVP versus Sam Patterson. Holy shit.
Sam Patterson has been on a run.
He's been on a run. He's not shitty, but he's beating cans. I'm not gonna lie. Johan Lanise, Kiefer Crosby, Danny Barlow. That's decent. That's not shitty. Trey Waters.
How good even is that
guy? I was about to say MVP.
Cannonier. Shara Bullet.
Dude,
he's
close,
only lost to Ian Gary.
Close fight. I feel like on the feet, close with Ian Gary. Kevin Holland. He's definitely the better striker than Sam Patterson. I'm going to have to go MVP here. Sam Patterson submission wins. I feel like those guys seriously sucked. Like,
has Johan Lainez even fought since that?
Yeah, dude. Kiefer Crosby and Johan Lainez. I don't think MVP is getting submitted like those guys are, but I think MVP is a better striker. He's definitely getting to unk fucking status, but I think he's gonna get this one done against Sam Patterson. I trust in his experience and his striking.
Yeah, I mean, I would be down to lay him. He's definitely not like a safe parlay kind of a bet, but I definitely think that like under minus 200 for MVP, who has like a clear like Sam Patterson might be the better all around fighter with like the grappling, but MVP has a clear advantage in one department, and so I just think that that's definitely going to play a massive role in his victory.
Moving on, boys, we've got, I don't know how the fuck this is the co-main over MVP, but we got Luke Riley versus Michael Aswell Jr.
I'm going to go with Luke Riley.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I mean, he was a prospect coming in from another promotion. He got a decent test. Bogdan Grad is not... he's not top 15, but like knocking him out in your debut is pretty good. Like, that was a guy who fought a few times in the UFC. So, I mean, Michael Aswell, he looked good in his Contender Series fight with Bogdan Grad, but he literally lost it.
Yeah.
And then he lost to Oki, which is not terrible, but it's like...
Yeah, it's not... It hasn't aged well, let's just say that.
Yeah, so I'll go with the up-and-coming prospect. Don't know a whole bunch about him other than that fight that we saw in the UFC, but that's enough to make me believe that he's going to like improve upon that going forward.
Hold on. I'm trying to see, have we faded any of the British people?
I don't think so.
We have not faded any of the...
On to the main event, eh?
We took Shamrock. Not taking whoever that is. I don't even want to get on that, but... Main event, boys. Movsar Evloev versus Lerone Murphy. Lerone Murphy's knockout over fucking Aaron Pico was like impressive. Like, we bet on him. Like, he came through for us. Like, that was raw as fuck. But besides that, he doesn't really finish guys. Aaron Pico is cooked. He doesn't really finish people. And I think one of the only ways to beat Evloev is he's on that Russian Dagestani like sniffing nuts type of fighting style, and really the only way you beat him, I feel like, is if you have the grappling to stay on the feet, which I don't think Lerone Murphy does, considering he was taken down by Dan Ige and Josh Emmett, or you have the power to knock them out, and I don't think Lerone Murphy has the power to do that. I think Evloev is going to be spamming the grappling, holding him down on some Hamzat shit. Like, that's what he's been doing his whole time in the UFC, and that's why he's on such a big unbeaten streak, even though he fights every year and a half. So give me Evloev.
Yeah, I mean, just to add on to that, like when you look at who's fought the better fighters, Evloev has fought Aljamain Sterling, he fought Arnold Allen, he fought Diego Lopez. Like he's fought the better people. Like, I'm not trying to take anything away from Lerone Murphy because we picked him against Aaron Pico.
We needed that.
But like Aaron Pico, Josh Emmett, Dan Ige, and Edson Barboza is not Arnold Allen and fucking Funkmaster, bro. Like, I just feel like Evloev, as annoying as that style may be, once again, like the MVP thing, he has a clear grappling advantage. And we saw, like with Charles Oliveira and Max Holloway, you can be a good striker, but if you're not going to avoid someone who's just able to keep running that and hold you down, like it's 5 rounds, and that you might have one good round where you run it, but it's like on 5 rounds, I just can't trust Lerone Murphy here, so I'm gonna go with Evloev.
Yeah, boys. We did pick a fuck ton of British fighters,
but like we said, bro, the matchups are made that way for a reason.
What if we ran a long shot parlay of all of them except Lerone Murphy?
That wouldn't even
Shamrock.
That wouldn't even be that long shot because most of them are juice, bro.
Yeah, but Shamrock to
even things out a little bit.
We need them. But yeah, dude, we'll see y'all boys in the next video. Hopefully, GC MMA save parlay goes.
And if you tail responsibly, because we know this shit can go.
This is not financial advice, In fact, this might be the opposite of financial advice.
Alright, boys, GC MMA help.
Dude, we really need